Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be going over, God's plan for you, right? God's plan for you, what he had in store for you, the things that you went through and how you was able to overcome. That was God's plan for you, for things to go the way that it was supposed to go. And see, what I'm feeling is a lot of you guys, you went through certain situations where the enemy thought that they had defeated you, right? The enemy thought that they had defeated you, but God brought you up out of these situations bigger and better. And see, it had the enemy confused because they were sitting back and they kept trying to figure out why every time they do everything to break you, to destroy you, to harm you, to sabotage you. Why every time you keep coming back bigger and better, stronger and wiser? People keep trying to figure out why every time they crucify you, you keep resurrecting from the dead. You keep recreating yourself. You keep restructuring yourself, regrounding yourself. Because that's God's plan for you. It was always God's plan for you to get up out these situations. It was never his plan to see these people destroy you. It was never his plan to let the evil that they were sending your way prevail and manifest in your life. Do you understand me what I'm saying? And see, a lot of these people thought that they could just get over on you for whatever the reason, that there wasn't going to be any consequences. You get me what I'm saying? And see, they left you out here on this battlefield. You was out on the battlefield. And the very same people that you thought were riding with you, very same people that you thought loved you, you turned around and didn't see not one person, not one ally in sight. But God was always there with you. See, these people saw the evil that was coming your way. These people knew what you were going up against. And instead of trying to fight these battles with you, half of them put you in this situation to fight these battles. The other half were too cowardly to fight them with you. Let me say that again. Half put you in these situations to fight these battles. The other half didn't even want to fight them with you. They didn't understand. They left you out there to deal with this evil, to go up against these trials and tribulations, to go through these situations alone, but you was never alone. God was right there with you. The angels was right there with you. Your spiritual team was right there with you fighting these battles. That's how you got out, because that was God's plan. Some of these people, man, you broke bread with. And the reason why I say that is because the story that keep coming to me, what keep coming to me is the Last Supper. Right? The Last Supper, when Jesus shared his bread, and this was the Last Supper that he had with his disciples, right? Before Judas betrayed him. And see, the thing is, Jesus knew that these people, that Judas was going to go against him. He knew that Peter was going to disown him. Y'all ain't ready for it. Jesus knew that Judas was going to betray him. I'm feeling like a lot of you guys went up against several Judases, not just one. You went up against several. You went up against several people who disowned you, just like Peter disowned Jesus 3 times. Act like he didn't even know him, because he didn't want to go through the same and face the same fate that Jesus was about to face. And he disowned him 3 times. See, some of these people betrayed you, right? They sold you out, threw your name under the bus, dragged your name through the mud, did not believe in you, did not take up for you. Some of these people were people who said that they loved you. This is why you thought that these people were going to fight these battles with you, because they played that role. But see, they never loved you. They never loved you. They never had your best interests at heart. and it hurt you. And for the other half of what I'm feeling, like people who were close to you that was supposed to have your back did not have your back. They were cowardly. They ran from you. They ran from the situation. They did not know how to stick up for you, did not stick up for you, didn't even try. And so the thing is, God saw you stand your ground. You didn't run just because these people ran from you. You didn't give up just because these people gave up on you. You stood out there on that battlefield and you was ready for anything and everything that came your way. But see, God always had a plan in store for you. He always planned on coming through for you when the time was right. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. He came through for you. And that's how you was able to overcome this spiritual warfare that was sent your way. And see, when he got you about these situations, it was like I told y'all, like a beast. I keep trying, I know I said that, but I keep feeling like a lot of you guys had help in taming that beast, right? You prayed. A lot of people would have never even thought that you were like this, right? Or that you really weren't about this, because you were so good at hiding this from people, because you really didn't want to be that person. You knew how easy it was for you to step into this phase, into this energy. You really didn't want to be that person. But when so many people went up against you, had so much to say, but ain't nobody wanted to come to your rescue, right? It woke something up in you, my God. You didn't even have no control of it, because you had to get through certain things and you weren't strong enough to do it by yourself. And it woke this beast up out of you that at the end of the day, when you got up off this battlefield and you won, you was ready to go down the list. God had to intercept and get to you before you cause damage to these people and damage to yourself. He had to get to you. But see, I'm feeling like a lot of y'all did not care. A lot of y'all was fighting, which is why it took so many times of him having to come to you and say, no, or give you signs or show you a different way. Because you was ready. You did not care. You felt like you had nothing else to lose. You feel like in any given point in time, these people, all they had to do was keep it real with you. All they had to do was just stop doing what it is that they was doing. They kept poking. They kept sabotaging. They kept betraying you. Kept being two-faced. Kept mocking you. Kept thinking everything was a joke. And you was ready to go down the list. Eventually, it took God having to show you the plans he had for you. Not fully, but he showed you some to get you through, to stop you from doing what it was that you was about to do. Because at this point, he gave you hope. See, sometimes we do things of which we feel, we know it's not right. But when we feel like our back is up against the wall, we don't have nothing else to live for. Sometimes we tend to do things that we know we shouldn't be doing. But God gave you hope by showing you the plans he had for you and giving you hope so that you would stop. He knew. He told you, never mind what these people didn't think, that you're not no fighter, that you're not this. I know, which is why I'm trying to stop it. So that these people don't never have to know that. They never have to know how you can get. They never have to know that side of you. That was never my plan. My plan was for you to get through these situations, overcome this spiritual warfare, so that you can step into what I have for you. At this point, you can step into it because you've learned the lessons that I needed you to learn. Amen. You weren't ready at that given point in time. You keep trying to go back on why. And if I had not lost this, it was not meant for you to have and step into what he had planned for you at that given point in time, right? There were lessons still that you had to learn. But see, these very same people saw you come up off that battlefield, though. They saw you come up off that battlefield. No scratch, no bruise, no nothing. A lot of these people who knew they sent things your way, they shook and they scared. Because see, when a person send negative things your way and then they see it not prevail or manifest in your life, they have to wonder, well, where is it going to go? Where did it go? if not to this person I sent it to. Now it's return of the sender. You got a lot of people up in their head because of the mess that they did. But see, that's not your problem. Because they should have never went up against you. And see, I'm feeling like when God rose you up, man, when God rose you up and you overcame these situations, you get me what I'm saying? Now it's almost as if people knew, they knew that God was working with you at this point. Some were happy and some were mad. Some people will be mad at the fact that God chose you. I told you, mad at the fact that he chose you. Mad at the fact that you overcame these situations. Mad at the fact that you chose to really get yourself together and get on the right path. But had so much to say when you was on the wrong path. This is why I tell you, man, don't let these people faze you. Don't let the enemy faze you. Because nothing that they do, nothing that they send your way will prevail. Nothing that they do, they're never going to win. In all their attempts, several attempts that they took to take you out, sat back and was waiting for it to manifest in your life so they could laugh at it. But see how the tables turned? Nothing that they wanted to go, nothing that they wished upon you came to pass. Because it was never God's plan for you. Some people just don't get it. Instead of trying to sit back, I keep trying to tell you, you got some real, they need help. I keep trying to tell y'all that. I know you keep saying, well, Victoria, but you know what, y'all keep coming to me and y'all tell me certain things. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, sometimes family just don't get it. Sometimes some friends just don't get it. Sometimes people just don't get it. They'll keep trying. They'll keep doing this and keep doing that and keep trying to check and see if it's working, if it's manifesting in your life, and they see where it's not, and they lose in their minds and trying to make you lose yours. God say, don't worry about these people. Never mind these people who didn't believe you. Let me tell you something. Jesus wasn't able, what they say in the Bible, that Jesus performed the least amount of miracles in his own hometown. Because the people of Nazareth did not believe. They lacked faith. And they pretty much roped and categorized Jesus as a prophet without honor. They didn't honor him. They didn't believe in him. They lacked faith. So he wasn't able to perform as many miracles as he did across the world to other people. So at the end of the day, why would you care? Why care about the people who don't support you? A lot of y'all come to me and be like, oh, Victoria this, Victoria, oh, my family or my friend, this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something, man. At the end of the day, what God has planned for you, God is trying to give you something bigger and better than these people, than what you're trying to limit yourself to. You're trying to limit yourself to your own city or to your own hood or to whatever the case may be. If these people don't support you, let me tell you something. Look at the people who do, the people who God has brought your way to support you, to show you love. Never mind these people in your hometown. Never mind these people where you used to live, people who you used to deal with. Don't worry about who support them and they don't support you. Let them have that. Because God is trying to give you the world. Why would you compare the power of man to the power of God? Why would you try to compare what mankind can give you as opposed to what God can give you? There's no comparison. You can't compare that. God is trying to give you something bigger, better. God about to give you the whole world, man. He about to give you the whole world. It does not matter what these people did, because what they tried to do, it didn't happen. The situations they tried to place you in, God brought you up out of them. What they wanted to happen to you didn't happen to you. How they expected you to be living. Some of these people wanted you living in poverty. They wanted you struggling. That's how they wanted to see you. God said the devil is a lie, man. The devil is a lie. You will never You will never get that satisfaction. God will never give your enemies the satisfaction to see you out here struggling, to see you out here without. Because that was never what? His plan for you. His plan for you was for you to step into what he had for you, step into your destiny, fulfill your purpose. That's the plans that he had for you. To have these people think that they destroyed you, so he'll come through and bless you in front of everyone, for everyone to see. So people will know who is truly working with you, for you, around you, and through you. These people misjudged you. These people hurt you. And I get that. I get why you wanted to do certain things. But you have to understand why God did not want you to do it. You have to understand he had a bigger plan for you. He loves you. You were special to him. He covered you. He shielded you from what these people tried to do, what they still trying to do to this very day. Pray for these people. I'm trying to tell you something. When Judas went up against Jesus, he couldn't even enjoy that coin. He couldn't even enjoy that money. Them demons was riding him so bad, rode him to an early grave. Drove him to take his very life. No one wants to see that happen for nobody. I don't even think Jesus wanted that for Judas. But see, the thing is, we all have free will and we make choices. Sometimes it's bad choices, sometimes it's good choices. But at the end of the day, these people should have never went against you. But at the same time, pray for these people. Pray that they get it. Pray that they let up and they back off. And that they get to what God has for them. And the way that they do that is to focus and put all that energy on what they want to do, what they want to happen for their life, instead of being so caught up in what you have going on and how they can destroy it. Pray for these people. I'm trying to tell you something. You may not understand why I keep saying, and every time you reach out to me, I never have nothing bad to say on these people, but pray for them. Pray for them. Pray that they heal. Don't wish bad upon them, because God brought you up out these situations. He didn't let what they wanted to happen to you happen to you. Never mind the Judases that you went up against. Never mind the people who disowned you, who act like they didn't know you, who backed up from you, left you for dead. Never mind it. Understand the bigger picture, and what this message is for today is to understand. Get up out of whatever resentment that you have and anger that you have for these people. Calm the beast within you, because let me tell you something. Everything that these people took you through, it made you better. It made you stronger. It got you to a point in life of where you can see things clearly now. You know what your next steps need to be. Thank God that he got you up out these situations. Thank God that he delivered you from these people. And understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, a life example, baby, you know you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your confidant. I'm your backbone. I'm that shoulder that you can cry on. I'm that person that you can vent to. Okay? So understand, man, God got you. That was his plan for you, to get you up out of this, for you to go through it. You learned the lessons. Thank God for that. Thank God you didn't get stuck. Thank God that he didn't allow you to do what you wanted to do to these people. Thank God for the plans that he had for you. Amen. And until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed, my babies. I love y'all.